Holy guacamole, today is stacked. We got 25 V-Bucks available in Stonewood, super easy, power level 15 mission. If you want to queue that while the rest of the video plays on, you probably should, because it's an easy mission. Most of you watching will not need your full attention for that, but an alternative mission to run for the rest of the video is this evacuate the shelter mission, because it's an evacuate the shelter mission. You're gonna have 10 minutes before you can even do anything, so you might as well spend that time watching my video, whatever you want to do. But there are 35 more V-Bucks available there in Canny Valley, 60 total V-Bucks today, and we got a Mythic lead available in Twine in the 124 zone, which, as far as Mythic leads go, 124 zone in Twine is about as accessible as they get. If you guys haven't noticed, this is my anecdotal experience. I'm not a robot. I might be wrong, but I think 124 power level is about as low as Mythic leads go. I don't think we've ever seen them in the 116 zones, but it's rare. I'm just saying, usually these guys are in the end game, and today we have Malcolm. There's no alternative nickname. I don't know if this is a name that's a reference. To those who don't know, most of these characters are like Joe Ramsey Bo, because of like Rambo, the movies, and every character has like a bit of a reference to historical characters, fictional characters, whatever. We got Armstrong, but he's leg strong. Malcolm is just Malcolm. He's just Malcolm. What else do you need to know? If you guys know a reference to this, comment down below, because I missed it. But he's a marksman leader match. There we go. Cooperative personality. So if you guys want to go to your survivor squads and go to Fire Team Alpha, that's kind of where he would sit. I used Lacey Princess just because that's the one I got, and that will make you do more damage, which is my favorite ones. To those who don't know my story, I actually maxed out my offensive research first, and I maxed out my Fire Team Alpha and my Close Assault Squad right away because I like doing more damage. Have you guys noticed with the hundreds of weapon guides I've posted that I like killing the things more dead? So those are my favorite Mythic leads to see, and that one is available today. Easy, eliminate, and collect. If you're a high power level player and you got some newbie friends, that would be a great mission to run with them because it'll help their power level get risen, raised up. Okay, so there's nothing. Well, there is one new item in BR. It's an emote, so we'll get to that. If you want to check the timestamps down below, you don't care about Wild West Llamas, you can do so, but just while we're here, before we get into the missions and BR, Wild West Llamas are available today. So I don't know if I have him in the book. Let's go to the Wild West Heroes first. So if you go to the event section, and then not the Wild Heroes, but the, is it Wild West? Yeah. Okay, because the names got changed a long time ago. Confused me. Oh, I have them all. So First Shot Rio is a hero that is really, really important nowadays. She is insanely good in the strongest loadouts in the game. So if you're using the Dirge Song or the Blackout AR for that black metal explosion, you can do millions of damage super easily. If you are somebody who has a Nocturno or a friend with Nocturno, by the way, to those of you who hate getting flashbang on my channel, I want you to know that this was an accident. I was on dark mode from last night, and I've just been watching long videos from this Jenny Nicholson person. She makes really good long form overviews of crap that's not relevant to what I'm talking about, but I kept it on dark mode on accident. So before you get excited, I will be back to light mode soon enough. But my Nocturno video recently, this is a loadout that is nuts. It's not featured in this video necessarily, but it is very possible to queue up 20 or 30 million damage with this build. So if you have somebody who can craft you Nocturno, there's a crafting channel in our Discord. Using First Shot Rio and Chaos Agent, I have seen entire smashers die in one magazine. They just shoot it at, or I'm sorry, mini bosses, I should have said. It is basically an entire magazine shot into the head of the mini boss. Then you reload with Chaos Agent and First Shot Rio in support, and the mini boss dies from full. It's absolutely stupid. So anyway, if you get First Shot Rio, pick her up. That's all I wanted to say. Infiltrator can makes your smoke bomb radius go up. That is not the way to get on ban target. That's an easy way to get off my friends list. That's not the right channel for that. There's a ban appeal that I'll link in the description, or not the description, but the comments on my YouTube videos if you guys ever do that. And I believe he filled his out and already got declined. So interrupting a video is a really, really bad way to get my attention. Wild Fragment Deadeye, also pretty good. You saw him in My Llama. He makes shock towers do affliction damage, which is tight. If you want to make your shock towers do more, he's a great hero to throw in. And Calamity, one of the best pistol damage heroes in the entire game. If your pistol has 6 to 8 shots or less, again, I know he can't hear my recording, but that needs to stop. Yeah, she's a really, really good hero for making your pistols do more damage, and she'll be featured soon on my channel as, not like intentionally, but coincidentally, I recorded a couple of pistol videos like 6 months ago, and I finally cut them together. So we're looking for steampunk weapons, right? I forget this every time because pyro weapons is what's available in this current, next season's llamas, right? What are we on, dude? I can't keep up with anything. So we have pyro llamas right now. Goodness gracious. Yeah, Beast, are you on a break or are you on a break? Okay, so pirate llamas are available now. Fortnitemares is different. Steampunk. So we're looking at Steampunk. The reason I'm confused as hell right now, you guys, is because Pirate and Steampunk kind of used to be the same thing or at the same time. It was a whole thing. But Steam Piston's a pretty decent weapon. Cannonade's super fun. The Baron can come from Wild West Llamas. I'm going to have a description link section down below full of videos on stuff from these llamas if you guys want to check them out. Baron helps you run quicker. Cloudburst is top 3 strongest bows in the entire game. This thing is insane. That Steam Cloud does a lot of damage, and that applies to every weapon in this set. That also includes the double boiler, one of the hardest hitting shotguns in the entire game. Actually, right behind the third rail, I believe it is the second hardest hitting non-launcher in the entire game. The launchers in this game are ridiculous, so if you take those out, third rail and double boiler are right up there for the hardest hitting weapons. This thing's insane. My video on that is very good. You know, I'm biased. I do make bad videos. Like my Cannonade boom bass video, not my favorite, but the double boiler, very good. Both are linked down below. Steam Thrasher, also a super fun weapon. Steam Cloud's carrying a lot there, and Affliction does well. Duet can be kind of saved by the Steam Cloud. A lot of people say it's good. They're wrong, but the Steam Cloud carries it. I have tested this weapon out with optimal loadouts several times. Never been impressed. Last Word is one of my favorite pistols, and I have talked a lot on this section. I did not expect that to go so long. Otherwise, it would have gone to be our first, but yeah, Target also distracted me. So yeah, let's finally get into Battle Royale. Talk about what's going on here. I wish Epic would include like a new section, because you wouldn't even know there was a new emote today unless you went looking for it. So I will mention first that the Melloverse stuff is kind of rare. As far as this site is telling me, they've been gone for almost a year. So we have like a rare skin coming back, the emotes, and the bundles if you guys want to get them for a cheaper price. These have been gifted to me. Thank you guys. I appreciate it, I guess. But I believe the Marshmello skin has been back pretty regularly, but everything around it has been gone for quite a while. So if you guys want to pick that up, you know, feel free to use code Mista at your checkout. I'll get 5% of your purchase in real life dollars, which helps feed me and is awesome. And my family. Sometimes I pick up bills. So I really appreciate that. It helps me out a lot at no further cost to you. But this is the new emote. Can't share it because music copyrighted, but if you load up your game or find the music elsewhere and you enjoy it, go ahead, pick it up. It's just a normal emote, but yeah, it's actually labeled new this time, which is awesome. But oh, epic. Oh, epic. All right, so if you guys ever want to ping me, new mote is Miss the Rage by Triple Red, insanely popular song. Thank you, Archer. He's aware that I am like living under a rock because I don't go out or listen to things that aren't like Nightcore from 10 years ago, so I appreciate it when he tells me that stuff because I don't know it. If you guys ever want to be featured on the channel late because I keep forgetting, then just ping me in the Creator Codes channel. I appreciate you guys. I see these roll in, but I don't always remember to bring it up in my videos. I really thank you guys. Just wanted the crown with spiders on it, and I completed everything in the festival early this month. Holy guacamole. Thank you guys for using my code. Discord's super slow to loading images nowadays, so I can't show these conveniently one by one, but I see the amount of screenshots in there. True Frog coming out here just apparently he's trying to throw us off. I'm certain he works at Subway, but apparently the Subway workers glare at him now because he has all the deals. I don't know, man. I don't know. Thank you guys. Really appreciate everybody picking up the battle pass with my code. If you guys haven't done so yet, again, I would appreciate it, and it does support me. So thank you. Thank you, everybody. I see you guys. Whew. Let's get into Save the World missions this time, all right? Talked about Wild West Llamas for entirely too long. Talked about the unban process in Minerva. You know, some people don't behave, and they really don't like getting banned. But consider this. If you've been banned for the server for misbehaving, the people that you spoke to really don't want you to come back. So it's kind of like magnets. Anyway, other opposite end of magnets. 4x reperk in the 23 4-player mission in Ventures. Thank you to these guys for joining so I can see the higher and lower level missions. That includes you, Target. Appreciate you joining for me. 4x drops array in the 46 4-player in either of those. There we go. 4x reperk in the 58 4-player. You know, I learned that you can feel two things. Like, I can appreciate him joining my lobby. Maybe not. Okay, that's too much. Dynamo in the 46 zone. We have 2 of these available today. Wall Dynamo is really good at doing damage to the enemies. Yeah, it can be nature or energy, which is pretty effective. So it can have pretty good coverage if you have 2 schematics. 4x Lightning Bottle in the 74 player. Then in the 82 zone, we got the Lightning Pistol. Super good SMG. I know it's called Pistol, but it's really strong. 4x Eye of the Storm in the 94 4-player. God, these missions are stacked. This is going to be like a 12-minute video. 4x Eye of the Storm in the 108 4-player. Then we got 4x Drops of Rain in the 108 4-player. Then in the 108 zone, we got a Healing Pad. 1 of 2 that we have available today. The other one's in Plankerton, which is awesome. Then we got 4x Perk Up in the 124 4-player, and then I'm missing something. No, I'm not. We got 4x Perk up in the 144 player. So Ventures is actually pretty good today. I'm going to back out of this lobby so they know I'm good. Thank you once again. Moving on to Ventures again. Moving on to Twine. There we go. There's a purple wall dynamo, but that's not the one I meant. That's not the one I meant, you guys. 82 4 player has 4x reperk and deliver the bomb. Then we got the 100 zone down here, which is kind of stacked. First off, we got 4x perk up in the 94 4 player, but the 100 zone has a Freedom's Herald, which is fun. Maverick, which is actually a really good shotgun. It pierces enemies, has all the elements, good affliction damage, all that. Monsoon's one of the highest DPS SMGs in the entire game. The only catch is that it needs to spin up. It's like a pocket minigun. Super fun weapon, but a little hard to use because of that spin up. Trash Cannon, one of the better launchers in the entire game because it's super cheap to craft because it's a scavenger weapon, but it does the exact same damage as a bazooka with the same reload and everything else. So it's basically a cheaper, more cost-effective version of the bazooka. It's a direct upgrade. Really, really good weapon. You should absolutely use a Trash Cannon if you want some easy crowd clearing. 4x Eye the Storm, the 1084 player. Then we got the 124 zone right up here. 4x reperk up there, and then of course the Mythic lead that we talked about 0 seconds into the video. Are there 3? No, yeah, this is the second wall dynamo. There we go. 132 zone, still the same weapon it was 2 seconds ago when we talked about it. 4x reperk in the 132 4 player. High zones in the 140s are pretty not great, but the 160s are pretty good. 5x legendary perk up and the Prepare the Shelter. Super easy mission. Healing Death Burst is tight. Then we got 5x Eye the Storm and the Retrieve the Data. Super easy mission to queue up. If you guys want to just look up in the sky, see the balloon, run straight to it, and you get that mission done pretty effectively. But if you want a lot of reperk in the process, run the Cat 4 mission. Smoke screen's kind of annoying in Cat 4 because you're defending multiple objectives and range weapons are weaker in the smoke screen, but yeah, you can get around that by using a melee. But doing that in a Cat 4 is a really active mission. So if you're actually looking to have fun, don't queue that one. I think there's nothing interesting going on in Canny today, so we're just going to skip right ahead to Plankerton, and Survivalist Jones is available. Hey, shouts to my day 1 players. If you put him in support, he'll heal you when you kill stuff, and there's the other healing pad I talked about as well. Super good trap if you want to stay alive in the lower power level zones. That trap scales well to the end game. In fact, I even supercharged mine because it heals you more when it's supercharged. Quintuple healing is the way to go. There you go. That's why I don't have a best perks on that, because it's just quintuple healing. And there was one more thing I wanted to mention in Stonewood that wasn't the V-Bucks, or am I thinking about, yeah, the broadside. So it's purple, but it does damage as long as you place it properly, everybody. The cannonballs bounce. They need a wall to bounce off, all right? It can't be shooting off into nothing. It's not as effective, all right? Needs a wall. The cannonballs bounce, people. The cannonballs bounce.